no, what prescription to prescribe, okay? So ano yung magiging management mo later on? And of course, no, complicated medical history. So again, in a patient with diabetes, okay, so you get fluctuations in vision, you get, kumbaga, impaired yung mobility, hindi makalakad, okay, some of them undergo dialysis, okay, so, ayun, in impaired hearing, ang diskarte lang dito is communication can always be improved by reducing background noise, okay, so, as much as possible, in your examination room, sana hindi makapasok yung noise. Okay? For example, yung katabing nirerentahan, may construction na ongoing, so medyo mahirap yun, no? Hindi na nga makarinig yung pasyente mo, tapos may nagmamartilyo pa, mahirapan ka. Pacing the patient and speaking with deliberate clarity. You know, guys, patients na medyo nahihirapan yung pandinig, sometimes they lip read. Okay, they lip read. Okay, so pag sinabi lip read, binabasa nila yung nasa bibig mo. So, when they lip read, ikaw as a practitioner, medyo exage dapat. Okay? Saan po mas malinaw? Okay, itong nasa taas o itong nasa baba. Okay, make exaggerated action sa lips. Okay, so yun. Okay, close the door and eliminate as much ambient noise as possible. Okay, eh yun nga, no, yung mga nagmamatilyo sa gilid, yung mga nagdidrill sa daan, yung mga busena ng mga sasakyan. Okay, it's very important na yung examination room, no, medyo free of noise. And leave the room lights on so the examiner can see the patient can see the examiner's face and lips. Yun yung sinasabi ko. So also, in physical examination, yung mahirap din dito is limited mobility. Some clinics, some retal spaces, okay, or yun, yung mga, some examination rooms are not PWD friendly. Okay, hindi sila friendly sa mga disabled. So for example, a patient comes in, naalala ko dati nasa Sunnis ako, hindi makapasok sa examination room yung yung pasyenteng nag wheelchair. So paano kaya yun, no? Based sa kasi may klase ni isang architect dapat yung mga examination room may prescribed yan, distance yan, may prescribed length yan, no? Kapag yung architect magde-design ng examination room, okay? Even sa entrance, dapat may pang PWD siya, parang rampa, okay, up until the examination room. Okay, but because even though we're optometrist, half doctor, half salesman, okay, nasa medical field pa rin tayo. So, we must consider the patients with disabilities. For a while lang, guys, ha? Wow. Okay. So also diminished quality of vision. So when when sa case ng mga geriatrics, of course, different parts of the eye, they degenerate, starting from of course, the very first optical media being passed by the light is the tear film maculae. It's not the cornea. Remember, it's the tear film. So yung tear film hindi na ganun ka stable, hindi na ganun ka parang kumakapit sa cornea. So it tends to ano tawag dito? It tends to break up, no? Or break out. Okay? Na parang dapat siya parang coating siya But because of aging, no, hindi siya ganun ka kumakapit. Okay? So, syempre, hindi na maganda yung quality ng tears, so it tends to tawag nito, parang nagka-clutter siya, so you don't get clear image. Next is the cornea. So when we age, hindi na siya ganun ka-transparent. Along with the aqueous humor, no, so certain inflammatory cells, they develop as we age. Of course, the crystalline lens, okay, cells from the cortex, no, they migrate at the center. Okay? Kaya mas kaya hindi siya, kaya naapektuhan yung linaw ng paningin o yung vista. And of course, lastly, the vitreous. Okay, so it's a gel-like structure as we age, no? Technically, it solidifies. Okay, there are some portion that solidifies. That's what you call muscae volitantes or the floaters. Okay? Guys, kapit tayo ha. So sana nakikinig kayo dyan. Okay? Now, visual corrections for older adults. So prescribing spectacles for the normally sighted. Okay? So para to sa mga may edad na wala mang sakit sa mata. So most older patients require optical corrections for both distance and near vision tasks. Magka-separate. Okay? Or sinasabi lang ito dapat palinawin sa malayo and sa malapit. Yun pala yun. Okay? So, pang malayo at pang malapit. So, ideally, so ang kinakailangan nila would be progressive lenses and double vistas. So, small in number are the emmetropes who do not need distance glasses, myopes who never need near vision glasses, and people who choose to use only single vision glasses and switch spectacles when they change from distance to near viewing. Okay? So, small in number lang yun. Small in number lang yung mga emmetropes, okay? Yung pinakamatanda ata na nakita ko na emmetrope would be 90, parang 92 to 95 ata si tatay, walang cataract. Alinaw, wala, ano pa siya, 2020. Nga na siyempre may ano na siya ha, may one lang yun, one in ilang libo kong mga pasyente, isa lang siya. Parang 90 something, yun yung best, no? So small in number lang talaga. Myopes who never need near vision glasses. Okay? So, depende sa amount ng myopia. If it's ang myopia na -2 to -3 yung amount, no? -2, -3, they just take off their glasses and then read. Kapag sa mga -4 or -5, doable pa rin, just closer. No? So, yun. And people who choose to use only single vision glasses and switch spectacles. So may mga ganyan, may mga cases na ganyan. Sobrang mataas yung grado sa malayo and then followed by reading addition at malapit. Kumbaga inconvenient na doing double vista. Okay? And in short, kasi sabi lang ng phrase na ito, lahat ng mga matatanda kailanganin ng antipara o salamin. Lahat ng matatanda, guys, kailangan ng salamin. Okay? So, progressive addition lenses, bifocus or trifocus are worn by older patients. Okay, so yun yung mga kakailangan nila. Now, structural changes in geriatric eye. Okay, ito yung mga pagbabago sa mata ng isang matatanda. We discussed it sa prelims, but I just want to discuss it mas elaborate siguro. Okay? So, ayan. So, mas elaborate ito. Okay? Still included sa exams natin for the midterms. So, structural changes in the eyelid. Ito ang una-unang noticeable difference sa mata ng mga matatanda or sa skin ng mga matatanda. So, eyelid. Changes in the eyelid doesn't just mean aesthetic. Okay? Parang dami ng wrinkles. No. So, also, kaakibat nito ang pagbago sa function. Okay? Or, yun. So with age, the which is the eyelid shut, okay, nagko-close ng eyelids, di-decrease in strength. Okay, hindi na gaanong madiin. As you all know, the blinking reflex, okay, is very important, no? Especially sa tears. With blinking, it refreshes the eyes. Okay, so it retains the tear film. Okay, so it refreshes the tear film. It makes the tear film or binabalik niya yung coating ng tear film sa mata. Okay, so it allows the eyes to become lustrous, okay, makinang at malinaw. Okay, so kapag mga incomplete blinking, okay, yung tear film na na-form dyan, parang kulang. So with that, naapektuhan din yung linaw ng paningin. There's also a condition called lag of thalamus. Can anybody from the group know or define what lag, or tell me what lag of thalamus is? Lag of thalamus. Lag of incomplete. Thank you, Heidi. Datu. Dalawa talaga datu. Incomplete eyelid closure. So, hindi siya, okay, hindi kumpleto no, yung pagka-close ng eyelids. So, ang hindi kaganda dito when the patient is asleep at hindi kumpleto. I think you can see that sa mga father ninyo, may mga lolo ninyo, meron yan dyan. Okay, so ang nangyayari dyan is na-expose yung cornea natin sa inflammation, sa infection. Okay, foreign bodies. Okay, it's more of foreign bodies eh. So, foreign body lang siya, it may cause irritation, pero kapag hindi naagapan, hindi natanggal, and sustained for a very long time, could cause infection. And as we all know, guys, infection sa mata, hindi yan maganda. Infection sa mata, hindi yan maganda. Okay? So, first off, syempre, maapektuhan ang conjunctiva natin. So, ang conjunctiva, alam naman natin, yan na nagpuproduce ng tears. Diba? So, syempre, maapektuhan na yung luha mo, yung quality ng luha mo, so you get dry eyes. Next, kapag yung cornea mo ma-compromise, maapektuhan yung cornea mo, you could get corneal scarring. Okay? So, in corneal scarring, okay, yung mga nebula ninyo, yung mga macula ninyo, corneal nebula or corneal macula, it can be brought about by the incomplete lid closure. No? Pwede mag-cause nun. Okay? May mga tinatawag pa tayong 3 to 9 o'clock staining, okay? Caused by dusts, no? Dahil nakakapasok sila sa mata. Okay? So, which is not good. So, kapag may mga ganyang instances, no, so may mga surgical procedures naman tayo. Surgical management, no, kapag hindi talaga maagapan. Or yung tinatawag nila na bandage contact lenses. Okay? Number 2 is senile ectropion. Okay? Senile ectropion. Pag sinabi natin ek, diba? N saka ectropion, lumuluwa yung eyelids. Senile, no? From the word, no? Senile, pang matanda or due to aging. Okay? So, also this could expose the palpebral conjunctiva. Okay? Ectropion could expose the palpebral conjunctiva, okay, which would cause first irritation, later on infection. Third is spasm of orbiculi muscle may cause the lid margin to turn in naman. Okay, so ang namin nangyayari, naapektuhan talaga yung orbicularis oculi muscle, so entropion, which could cause trichiasis. Siyempre yung eyelids mo, yung eyelashes mo follows with the eyelids. So kapag pumasok siya, okay, trichiasis, so it could touch the conjunctiva, it could touch the cornea, and could cause chronic irritation. The lid contains many glands which secrete sebum and sweat with aging. Okay, and then also there is deposition of fat, okay, going around the eyelids. Saan pilasma naman, guys? Picturean nyo guys, ha? Saan pilasma naman? Creamy yellow lipid deposit near the medial canthus and upper and lower eyelid. Usually, mga babae ito, and it is associated with diabetes and high cholesterol levels. So, pwede siyang mangyari sa gelya, pwede din sa medyo bata-bata. It's xanthelasma na medyo juvenile, medyo 50 and below, okay, it could be associated with diabetes and high cholesterol levels. Might as well consider referring your patient to an internal medicine na doctor, for diabetologist, or just general practitioner to have her labs, no, na kumbaga para to get labs done, or laboratories done. So yun yung mga kasama doon, yung mga FBS niyo, fasted blood sugar, yung lipid profile, okay, yung mga SGPT ninyo. So, must be considered, no? So again, we are eye doctors, okay? We are not just limited, no, in seeing the eye itself, but also there are also signs, okay, that manifests because of systemic conditions. Okay? So, as doctors, syempre soon magiging doctors kayo, we must know all of these things, especially if it's of the system, no? So, hindi lang tayo refract. Okay? We must be aware, okay? Hindi naman kailangan na sobrang deep natin. Hindi na, alam mo yun, may masabi ka lang. Or oh, hindi na I mean, kumaga may ano ka lang, may idea ka lang. Okay? Maybe, ikaw na optometrist, ikaw pa makapag-save sa pasyente mo na tumataas pala yung cholesterol, which is at risk, no, for having strokes or aneurysms and even, no, diabetes. Okay? Ikaw pa lang with your knowledge in optometry and of the eye and of the eyelids, no, nakita mo may santilasma, hindi mo pala alam na medyo severe na pala yung diabetes ng pasyente. Okay? So, we must know, we must discover, we must familiarize all the red flags that are happening in the eyes. Kasi tayo nakakakita niyan eh. Hindi naman nila makita yan eh. Just by looking at the mirror, and, diba? Just by doing selfie, hindi naman nila makita eh. Tayo lang may capability na tumingin, no, ng retina. Okay? Tayo lang may capability, may knowledge na makita yung mga different manifestations, no, inside and outside the eyes. So dapat guys, okay, kailangan nating at least masterin ito actually. Okay? Kahit yung mga red flags lang. Okay? Ang eyelids, ang dami dyan, no? So, you could get squamous cell carcinoma, basal cell carcinoma, diba? Pyogenic granuloma, all of which are some of the red flags. Okay? So, yung mga squamous cell na yan, mga malignant cancers yan eh. So, kapag ikaw nakikita niyan, di ba, you could save the life of the patient. You could save the life of the patient, or you could stop the spread of the cancer, no, sa katawan. Di ba? Yun. Blepharochalasis, it's the inflammation of the eyelid. So, namamaga yung eyelids mo, yung talukap mo, characterized by exacerbations and remissions of the eyelid. So, it affects upper eyelids only. And ang blepharochalasis, orbital fats siya. Okay, that convert into lumps. So how would you know if it's fat? You try touching it, no? Okay. So ma-differentiate mo naman if it's fat or if it's skin eh. So pag blepharochalasis, it's fat. Pag dermatochalasia, it's skin. So sa dermatochalasia, loss of elasticity naman to ng eyelids mo. So protrusion of orbital fat through the orbital septum. Okay, and then yan, blepharochalasis. Okay, and then drooping of the lid. Okay, so yan siya. Okay, so take note lang guys ha. Take pictures. Next would be ptosis, drooping or falling of the upper or lower eyelid. So it's more of the upper eyelid. Okay, that gets a lot of kumaga effect, no, sa vision. So it occurs due to dysfunction of the muscles that raise the eyelid. So, yan yung LPSM. So, the LPSM, yan yung nag-raise ng eyelid. Yung orbicularis oculi, yan yung nagsa-shut. O yan yung papapikit ng eyelids. So, in old age, due to decrease in palpebral aperture with by 10 mm to 40 to 9 mm by age of 80. So, okay. Paano ba? Nagsasag siya. So, nag-droop. There's no other term for that. Nag-droop siya. Hindi sag, is drooping. Okay? So this results in reduction in superior visual field. Okay? So remember, parang yung superior visual field would be 60 degrees. Tapos bawasan mo pa yun, ilan na lang. Minsan hindi mo malaman, babangga na pala yung ulo mo. No, because of that. Yeah. So totoo yun, no. So sa mga matatanda, yung incidence na kanilang mortality it's not because of eye problems or mga systemic conditions, most of them because of falls, F-A-L-L, natitisod, nahuhulog, nababangga, yung mga ganun. So, with ptosis, Doc Gas, ano yung management dyan? No? Surgical correction. So, naaayos pa naman yan. So, entropion naman, diniscuss na din naman yan kanina, involutional and can be mechanical. Okay, so, mainly affects the lower eyelid, so, foreign body sensation because of the trichiasis, and of course, pain if it touches the cornea. And even the conjunctiva as well, pero mas grabe sa cornea because it has the lot, or it has the most free nerve endings sa mata, the cornea. Ectropion naman, outward turning of the eyelid, affects the lower eyelid, and epiphora is the chief complaint. So, epiphora, it happens kasi, di ba, the palpebral conjunctiva has this canal. Okay? Canal. The sulcus, we call that sulcus. So, from your lacrimal glands, okay, yan yung, may pathway kasi yan eh. May pathway yan, may ruta yan eh. Tapos from there, papasok dito, tapos lalabas sa punctum. Sabi tayo guys. Lalabas siya sa punctum. So, yun, nakaluwa na yan. Okay, nakaluwa na yan. Wala na siyang pathway, wala na siyang dadaanan. Diba? Diretso na siyang luwa, diretso na siyang labas. Okay, which is medyo nakakaya yan sa mga pasyente. Okay. So, nagmamatter yan sa iba. Kaya yung iba, drop ng drops, wala naman din talaga magagawa yung bank. Okay. So, in ectropion, one can experience photophobia and irritation due to chronic conjunctivitis. Okay. When you say conjunctivitis, hindi yan pink eye or sore eyes lagi. So, conjunctivitis, pamamaga ng conjunctiva. Basta may itis, pamamaga. Chronic, okay, matagal na pamamaga ng conjunctiva. Siyempre, expose yan, okay, nalalapatan ng mga dumi, nalalapatan ng mga foreign body, ng mga dust, and everything na madumi sa ere. Okay, kaya chronic conjunctivitis. So with that, you need frequent, if walang surgical intervention, okay, frequent eye drops, artificial tears to lubricate the eyes, okay, to fill it with quality tears, quality tears. Okay, para hindi siya mamaga. Okay, at hindi lumaki yung mga papillae dyan. Madarosis. Madarosis is loss of eyelashes and eyebrows. It is not critical or severe condition. Hindi naman. Yun na lang guys. Siyempre, the eyelashes, they play a very important role in controlling the amount of light entering your eyes. So kapag kakalbo yung yung talukat mo, okay, pwede ding madali ka masilaw. Okay? So, madarosis is also secondary to a condition called blepharitis, So, may inflammation or infection sa blepha mo or sa eyelids mo. Okay? It could cause madarosis. But madarosis itself lang, okay, wala namang pain yan eh. Kapag blepharitis, masakit yan, saka makati. Okay, symptoms, loss of hair from the eyelids, eyebrows, and eyelashes. Swollen, itchy, red, burning eyelids. Okay, so yun. Yun. Losses. Okay, so poliosis naman is whitening of the eyelashes. In fact, poliosis, when it happens, wala naman din. Yun nga lang, medyo marupok lang yung mga eyelashes kapag kaputi. Medyo marupok lang. Ang dali nilang matanggal sa eyelids. Next is structural changes in tear film. So tear production with the lacrimal gland decreases with age. Okay, so tear production by the lacrimal gland decreases with age. Okay, so ito, this would entail an effect in the quantitative category, no? So kumbaga, yun, lumiliit talaga yung production ng tears sa mata. So may problema sa quantity ng tears. So abnormalities of the lacrimal system may result in decrease or increase in tear production. Okay, so yun, lacrimal system, they're always affected by the sympathetic and parasympathetic glands. When something happens in your body, and you get also associated nito kapag no, or when you take different medicines, no, so medicines pang high blood, pang paihi, no, mga anesthetic, pain relievers. So the tears could really be affected. The lacrimal glands could be affected. Okay, inadequate tear film or function results in unstable tear film. Okay, so inadequate tear film or function results in unstable tear film. So mabilis siya mag-break up. Diba? Tear break up time. Okay. Tear break up time. So mabilis siya mag-break up. So dapat isang buong coating lang yan nga lang kapag hindi stable tear film, yung mga patsi-patsi. Okay, which affects a lot of your vision, quality vision. Aging also causes a decrease in the goblet cell. So goblet cells, they create mucin. It's from the conjunctiva. So mucin acts like a cement which holds the entirety of the other parts of the tears, which is aqueous and lipid layer. So parang yan yung nagiging semento. So yung goblet cell kumukonti, kaya parang yung tears mo hindi din gumaganda, hindi din maganda yung quality niya. Okay, so pag tumatanda, the quantity of the tears are affected and also the quality of the tears are affected. So dalawang categories yan. O dalawang aspeto yan. Yung quality o gaano kadami, quantity o gaano kadami, quality o gaano kaganda at kalidad. Okay? Yun, dalawang yan ang naapektuhan sa tears natin. Structural changes in the cornea. Corneal sensitivity decreases with age. Okay? So the cornea gets desensitized. That's the term, desensitized. So when you say desensitized, ewan ko nakita kayo mga reports na isang matandang babae, nung chinek yung mata niya, nakita parang 11 na contact lenses. Ewan ko nakita niyo yun. 11 na contact lenses. And I'm not sure if it's 9 or 11. Basta ang dami. Or even it's 9. Hindi nyo na-feel. So yung factor dyan, una, so of course, sabi ko nga, nadidesensitize na yung mata. Hindi na ganoon kasensitibo. Pangalawa, because of the composition of the contact lenses. Okay, kasi nga madaming oxygen content, very very comfortable, na parang kapag nilalagay siguro nila sa mata nila, parang hindi nila na-feel. So kapag na-dislodge dyan or na-trap dyan or kumbaga parang na-trap lang dyan sa eyelids, hindi nila ma-feel. Diba? So yun. Kapag matanda ka or nagkakaedad ka, the corneal sensitivity decreases. So cornea gets desensitized. Parang yung mga free nerve endings niya, which signals for pain, medyo hindi na gumagana or nangihina na. Next is increase in against the rule astigmatism. Okay? So, ang explanation dyan, kasi when we close our eyes, when we blink, pa-horizontal siya eh. So, meridian 180, axis 90. Meridian 180, di ba? Axis 90 ang naapektuhan. So, usually, mga patients talaga, 80 to 90%. Well, sa akin 90-95% pa nga. Puro 90 degrees talaga. Puro against the rule. 90 degrees yung astigmatism. Corneal tonicity shifts dramatically from youth to old. And aging changes seen in stroma include increased fluorescence and light scatter. Okay, so hindi na gumaganda yung composition itself ng cornea. Okay naman ba kayo dyan, guys? Nagugutom na kayo? Okay ba? Sige, go pa tayo. Tapusin na natin to. Tapusin na natin, no? May mga 50 slides pa. Kaya pa? 50? Tawa ka? 50? Hindi kaya? Sige. Tapusin natin. Continue na naman natin, oh. Parang 10 na lang. 10 na lang, ha? Okay. 10 talaga. 50 slides? Okay, sige. Structural changes in conjunctiva. Okay, with aging, conjunctiva shows a reduction in transparency. You see a lot of conjunctivas. You would think at one point na parang nag-yellow yung sclera. Okay, at one point you would say that it's jaundice. Hindi naman pala. Conjunctiva lang yon. Okay, na nag-yellow. So how would you know na conjunctiva yon or sclera? You try na ganyan yun, no? Ang tawag dito, i-move mo yung eyelids mo, tapos tingin ka sa slit lamp, tapos pag may gumalaw yung plastic, yun. Conjunctiva yun. Pero yung nasa likod niya, sclera yan. Try nyo ganyanin. Ganyan yung mata nyo. Sasabay lang kasi yung conjunctiva niyan eh. So you would know, okay, if the patient is suffering from conjunctivitis or scleritis. Okay? So, conjunctiva, superficial, nasa harap siya. Okay? Underneath niyan is the sclera. Alam naman natin yan. Okay? So, yun, like this one, like the picture here, no? So, you would think that this would be parang ano siya, no? Nodular scleritis, pero hindi, no? Parang discoloration lang siya ng conjunctiva because of UV, because of heat, okay? And structural changes, pigmentary changes because of aging, no? So, with aging, conjunctiva shows a reduction in yun, sinabi ko na, okay? So, with age, a number of mucous cells and goblet cells decrease, which cause dry eye, sinabi nila kanina. Of course, and the pinguecula and the pterygium. So, pinguecula is the degeneration of the stromal collagen filament. So, the degeneration din siya. So, both are products of UV, intense heat, no? Okay, and even aging, no? Nasa ng mga oldies natin. Pterygium nga lang, destruction of the Bowman's layer. Okay. Destruction of the Bowman's layer. In extreme cases or in mild cases, hindi naman nakaka-apekto yung ano eh. Hindi naman nakaka-apekto yung pterygium, ha? Kapag hindi pa naman ganun kapal. Okay? So, malalaman mo kapag makapal na yan, when you do your optic section, tapos yung optic section mo, di ba, dapat C yan, parang bako-bako na siya. Parang bako-bako na. So, medyo makapal na yan. So, and also, indicative for surgery na yan kapag medyo ang lala na ng grado. Guys, ang tanong ko, for patients with pterygium, okay, what refractive error, okay, do they produce? O, dalawang choices, ha. Is it myopia? Or is it hyperopia? Hyperopia. Sige, hula nga kayo. Sarap talaga ng kape ko, guys. Kung dito lang kayo, ipapagkape ko kayong lahat. 64? No problem. Sige. Hyperopia or myopia? Hyperopia o myopia? Ano ang makikreate na refractive error? Given na astigmatism, syempre, andyan na yan. Pero hyperopia ba o myopia? Ay, si Brent ah. Esep-esep. Gagawin kayo, di naman kayo nag-iisip eh. Ano? Hyperopia o myopia? Sige, wala yung masasagot niyan eh. Hyperopia. Bakit baklas hyperopia? Hyperopia. Hyperopia kasi, syempre, pina-flatten niya yung cornea mo. So, ganito yung mata, flatten siya. hyperopia. Papasok yung ilaw, di ba? Bitin. O, flatten niya yan. Flat niya yan. Tandaan nyo, ha. And also, astigmatism, kasi syempre nababago niya yung kurba ng mata. Yung toricity, o in medical terms. So, yun, no, sasabihin nyo sa pasyente nyo, pwede kang maging parasited niyan. Okay, in extreme cases. Okay, dahil pinaflatten niya yung cornea mo. So, anything that touches the cornea na medyo parang, for example, your eyelids na yung long-standing na, ano tawag nito, yung chalation, okay, yung mga long-standing or recurrent na hordeolum, o syempre, kumbaga nag-a-adhere siya sa cornea mo. Kapag hindi siya na-manage, pwede magkaroon ng hyperopia ang pasyente. Okay, kasi naka-flatten niya yung cornea. And as well, no, syempre naiiba din yung structure o kurba ng cornea, nagkakaroon din siya ng astigmatism. Okay, ayun. Yun lang. Next, changes sa iris and pupil. Alam na natin to, mas lumiliit, pupil size decreases with aging, iris muscles weaken, pupil becomes smaller and react more sluggishly to light. Okay, so yung ano na tawag dito? Yung RAPD ba yun? Okay. So, and also, perla ninyo, medyo mahina na. Okay. You would think sometimes that it's a neurological condition, pero hindi, no? It's due to aging. Ang tagal lang mag-respond ng irises ninyo. Okay. So, hyperpigmentation on the iris are also seen in older patients. So, kung medyo dark brown yung iris, mas darker brown yung may portion na parang localized lang na darker brown. Okay, so, tingnan na natin sige, wag na. Structural changes in crystalline lens, we all know that, no? So, mas kumakapal ang lens, okay, mas nuclear portion of the lens becomes denser. So with age, increasing its refractive index. So mas kumakapal siya. So dahil yung kapal ay nasa gitna, you would need, or it becomes more myopic. Okay, saan ba yung ano dito? Wala. Hindi ako makapag-drawing, hayaan mo na nga. So it becomes more myopic, no? It becomes more myopic. So lens of older adults become yellow or yellow-brown. Okay, so ang term niyan is brunescence. Okay, brunescence cataract. So in brunescence cataract, or yun, usually brunescence is cataract categorized by color, eh. But usually brunescence cataract are nuclear cataracts as well. Again, brunescence cataracts are nuclear cataracts as well. Okay? Nuclear cataracts and brunescent cataracts, okay, are type of cataracts that are caused because of aging. Okay? So, again, brunescence cataract or brunescent cataract and nuclear cataract are types of cataracts that are caused by aging. Tandaan natin yan. And these type of cataracts, guys, okay, they have mild implications or effects sa vision. But even in the presence of cataracts, may nakita kang cataract, pero hindi siya gaano na lumalabo, alam mo yun? Hindi siya gaano ganon kalabo. But if you put plus lenses, i-refract mo siya, it could reach until 2020 pa. Okay? So yes, no, even with the presence of cataract, a patient can still attain 20/20. Depende sa type of cataract. So brunescence and nuclear, parang yung type ng cataract na parang ano lang siya. Parang mancha lang siya na light. So kaya makakita ka pa. So formation of cataracts, yun, some causes would be sun exposure, steroid use, no? Mga steroid sa tawag nito sa mga pain reliever, okay, sa mga antibiotics, okay. So pwedeng hypertension, most is diabetes, and of course smoking. Picturean nyo na lang to, please. Okay, alam na natin yan, sus. Alam nyo na yan. ito, picture nyo na lang. Okay, structural changes in the choroid. So, choroid, reduced yung choroidal blood flow. So, choroidal blood flow from the retina kasi it gets its nourishment from the choroid. So, syempre, because of reduced choroidal blood flow, nakukulangan din ng oxygen sa retina. So, yun. Structural changes in the vitreous. So, usually clear siya, but with age, decreased opacities or structural changes leading to general haziness may develop. So, pwede siya maging hazy din. It could affect vision also. So, you would notice na parang, ay, wala namang problema sa lens, sa cornea. Pero pag tumingin ka, parang hindi mo mapalinaw yung fundus. Ibig sabihin, yung vitreous pala, ay, medyo malabnaw. Hindi siya ganun ka-clear. Again, ha, chinek mo yung cornea sa slit lamp, chinek mo yung lens sa slit lamp, okay? Pero yung ginamit mo ophthalmoscope, kahit anong pihit mong ganun, oh, okay, fundus. Kaya napaka-importante guys, tandaan nyo, napaka-importante na tumingin talaga kayo lagi ng ophthalmoscope. Okay, so when there are changes, alam nyo na kaagad, detect nyo na kaagad. Okay, changes in the vitreous, you need to master, no, ophthalmoscopy. Kapag ka may problema dyan, for example, may nag-leak na dugo, hindi mo yun mapalinaw yung fundus. Parang malabnaw lang siya. Okay? So, kailangan mong tumingin ng kung pwede, 500 na mga pasyenteng normal yung fundus para masabi mo, okay, na, or para ma-realize mo, no, na, okay, so, problema to sa retina. Okay? Huwag kayong tamarin. Okay? So, mas gagaling pa kayo na practitioner pag lagi nyo pinactice. Again, you cannot detect abnormalities if you cannot master looking at the normal the normal eye. Okay? So you again, no, you will never, okay, detect abnormalities in the eye. Okay, not unless you master looking at the normal eyes. Okay? So step-by-step process lang yan and you will enjoy. No, you will enjoy. Sana huwag kayong nagre-refract lang sana. No, sana lang. Okay? So, kasi usually sa mga vitreous niyan, may mga vitreous detachment. Ibig sabihin yung attachment ng vitreous, natatanggal na siya sa retina. Okay? Or yung retina mo pumutok na, so naapektuhan yung vitreous. So ngayon, pag tinignan mo, ay, di ko na makita, pambihira. Dinilate mo ganun. Ay, tingnan ko, ay, ang labnaw. Okay. So, pwede mo masave yung mata ng pasyente mo. O, pasyente, kahit anong lagay ko ng grado nito, wala na to, hindi ko mapalinaw. I-refer na kayo sa optal. Baka masave mo pa yung mata ng pasyente mo. Okay? Yan, ganyan na. Yan. May mga portion lang, ganito, o may mga portion lang na malinaw, yan na yung malinaw. Pero yung iba, malabnaw. Yun na yun. Baka na-detach niyo yung vitreous. Okay? Ano ba? Tamad na ako. Okay? Changes in the retina. Okay? The retina is difficult to examine. Okay? Alam niyo naman siguro yun, di ba? Alam ko naman, tatamad kayo magtingin ng retina. Pero sana, sabi ko nga, di ba? Dapat mga 500 yung examinin nyo. The retina is difficult to examine in elderly patients dahil nga, sabi nga, di ba, small pupils, ang liit. Tapos pag nag-shine ka pa ng light, mas liit pa lalo, pabihira. So, retina blister, okay, kumikinang talaga siya kapag bata pa. But with age, it becomes duller. So, medyo yung dull. Hindi na siya ganoon kakinang. Okay? Diba? The thing there is dahil sa ano tawag nito, yung nutrition. Ito yung term okay? So sa blood flow, okay, because of blood flow, hindi na gaano kaganda yung blood flow sa loob, no? First happens sa choroid and then the retina. So hindi naapektuhan yung blood flow. So, and also, there is loss in the ganglion cell layer. Ganglion cell layer, guys, tandaan natin to, lumalabas lagi sa board exam. The ganglion cell layer of the retina is responsible for contrast sensitivity and visual field. Okay? Contrast sensitivity and visual field. Tandaan natin yan, ha? So, contrast sensitivity, yung kinaibahan ng background sa object. Yung gusto mong tignan, for example, pinto, di ba? Red siya. Yung background niya o yung walls is white. Okay? If you have good contrast sensitivity, makita mo siya agad. And even if you have medyo bad contrast sensitivity, makita mo siya agad. Okay lang. Kasi contrasting siya eh. Red and white. But what if, okay, what if gray and white? If you have good contrast sensitivity function, makita mo siya. But if you have bad contrast sensitivity function, o gaya ng mga matatanda, because they lose a lot of ganglion cell layer, pwedeng hindi mo siya makita, pwedeng mauntog, pwedeng kinakap-up na lang, hindi niya makita. Okay? So also, in glaucoma, yan din yung nasisira, yung ganglion cell layer. Pag lumalakas yung pressure ng mata o yung pressure ng eyes, yan yung unang tinatamaan. Okay? Yan yung unang tinatamaan ng pressure, ganglion cell layer. So una muna na-apektuhan yung contrast sensitivity, pag sirang-sira na, visual field ng atake. Hanggang sa parang tumitingin ka na lang sa butas. Okay? So with age, the number of photoreceptor cell changes, cone number appear fairly stable but parafoveal rods do reduce by 30%. And yun, reduce dark adaptation. Pag pumunta sa sinehan, after a while, di ba? Ilang seconds lang, linaw na kagad. Okay? Pero kapag nagkakaedad daw tayo, it would siguro mga ilang seconds pa, 50 seconds to 60 seconds, okay, bago luminaw ulit. Bago may makitang naghaharutan dyan ng mga senior high, di ba? So, the optic nerve tends to have less distinct margin and slightly pale. Okay, again, this is because of the reduced blood flow inside. Okay, in older age, macula does not show bright foveal reflex and the appearance of the drusen. Okay, so yun na lang tayo. Okay na tayo siguro. Okay na? May isang PowerPoint pa ako dito. Baka gusto nyo pa. 7 pa tayo, di ba? Wag na. Sabi ni Jerhis. Okay, sige, gawa na lang kayo ng ano. Gawa na lang kayo dito ng something. Gawa lang ako. Kahit mga 20 sentences lang. Ay, 20 words lang. Natutunan lang ninyo, ha. Baka sabihin na naman ng ano. Okay. Sorry guys, kailangan kong gawin to. Okay, just for ano lang naman to. Sige, sagutin na lang siguro. Section A tsaka ano, di ba? Ano nga? A and C, no? Tama? Sige. Guys, thank you for your time. Sana lahat kayo nakikinig at sana lahat kayo may natutunan ngayon. So, enjoy your weekend. Okay, enjoy your life. And good night to all. Thank you guys. Salamat. You may now leave the group, guys. Salamat po.
Thank you po, Doc.
Thank you po, Doc.
Thank you, Doc.
Doc, may tanong lang ako, Doc.
Yeah, I don't.
Hanggang anong oras yung activity, Doc? Kaya mabi pagkakarinig ko.
Ano lang, mga 9 o'clock lang. Lagay lang kayo ng ano dyan.
Okay lang kaya, Doc, pa-extend hanggang ano, Doc? 11:59. Sagan.
11, kahit bukas pa ng 11 eh. Sige, no problem.
Nasa ano pa kasi ako school, Doc? Nasa school pa ako. Pauwi pa lang.
Ingat ka ha, Brad ha. Baka ano ka dyan.
Thank you, Doc. Traffic kasi, Pasig pa ako uwi, Doc.
Traffic ko. Ingat sila sa'yo ha.
Okay, Doc. Thank you. Maraming salamat.
Thank you. God bless you. October now? October 2, 2025. What have you learned today? Okay, 10 points. Yung mga hindi pa lumalabas, alam na. Alam na. Doc PPT, sabi ko sa inyo, screenshot nyo eh. A and C. Thank you guys. Salamat.